welcome once again to the Unofficial Fan Lounge. This is following week 2 of the 2026 United Football League season. Sorry we're a little late this week. I think you know why. There was a Tuesday night game. Why are we playing football on Tuesday nights? Even the NFL and college don't play on Tuesday nights. But anyway, I'm Mike Chernefsky. I'm the host of the Unofficial Fan Lounge. Within the feed of this podcast is Uncalled For. And let's just get right to the review of week 2 of the UFL season. We start with the Friday nighter. DC 44, Columbus 26. And this was played in front of a pretty good crowd in Columbus. So for their first home game, too bad they couldn't get the win. Then again, they were playing the defending champions. So attendance was 14,810, which is pretty good. So good job of Columbus for showing up and showing out. Unfortunately, the team did not do likewise. So team leaders for this game, starting with Columbus, Jalen McClendon led in both passing and rushing. 156 yards, 1 interception, 2 touchdowns for passing, and for rushing, 8 attempts, 55 yards, and a touchdown. Tay Martin led in receiving, 6 catches for 56 yards and a touchdown. For DC, Jordan Tehamu, 99 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Deion Jackson, 11 rushing attempts, 97 yards, 3 touchdowns. So good job out of him. And Cornell Powell led the team in receiving with 4 catches for 41 yards. And I guess now is a good time to point out, I guess, one of the big fans of the Aviators is one A.J. Hawk, who is a fucking menace to society, drives with 2 feet, sleeps at the wheel, drives golf carts into lakes, and anyway, before we get to the next game, DC now 1-1, Columbus 0-2. The next game, Louisville at Orlando. It'll be Storm 19, Kings 9. And we got to do something about the attendance after that Columbus game, because attendance for this one, 8,585, which is a marked drop from week 1, unfortunately. All right, our team leaders, starting with Orlando, Jack Plummer leading the team in passing, 182 yards, 2 DDs, 1 interception. Rushing is Jashawn Corbin, 19 attempts for 51 yards. And receiving leader is KJ Hamler, 2 catches for 59 yards and a touchdown. For Louisville, Chandler Rogers leading the team in passing and rushing. 152 yards, but 1 pick and 1 rushing attempt for 12 yards. Trey McKitty leads the Kings in catches with 2 catches for 39 yards. Orlando 2-0 and Louisville 0-2. So yeah, of the 3 new teams, Orlando's clearly the best of the 3. Columbus and Louisville, well, they got some work to do. And then our next game, Birmingham at Houston, with Ludacris as our halftime entertainment. Apparently there's some pre-game entertainments too. When the Stallions came on the field, they were greeted with the My Little Pony theme. which makes me think the Gamblers staff must be bronies. We know a thing or two about bronies on Uncalled For, with Chris Hertz being a massive brony in his own right. Anyway, here's your upsets of the week. Gamblers 22, Stallions 20. Both teams are now 1-1, and here are our stat leaders. So for Houston, passing is Nolan Henderson, 186 yards. Jalen White led the Gamblers in rushing with 26 attempts for 82 yards and a touchdown. And Jontre Kirkland led the team in receptions with 5 catches for 85 yards. On the Birmingham side of things, Matt Corral, 226 yards, 2 TDs, but has 2 picks. That's part of why they lost. Anthony McFarland Jr. led the team in rushing with 7 attempts, 37 yards, 37, and a touchdown. And Justin Ross, 5 catches for 70 yards. Attendance for this one, understand this was a later night on Easter Sunday, and the game was on NFL Network, so the viewership might slump a little bit, but 7,744 for the Gamblers home opener, and they may have been right in the forecast. I don't know, but we got to do a better job, Houston. So, and speaking of teams that need to do a better job with attendance, the Tuesday night game. I never want to hear that. I never want to hear myself say those words again. Tuesday night football, in that order. Football did not belong on Tuesdays, but I digress. We had a Tuesday night game, St. Louis at Dallas. This is one, unfortunately, we did lose. The final score, Dallas 31, St. Louis 15. Attendance for this game, and you could clearly tell that half the stadium was blocked off and tarped off, everything. 5,799. You gotta do better than that, Dallas. Gotta do better than that, attendance-wise. But I will be honest, I was only slightly surprised by this because the Renegades have given us a hard time in throughout our history together. So here are our stats leaders, starting with the Renegades. Austin Reed, 240 yards passing, 4 TDs, 1 pick. Rushing is Day Hunter, 10 rushes for 67 yards. And receiving is Tyler Vaughn's, 11 catches, 146 yards, 3 touchdowns. Again, I'll say this again. Battlehawks defense, we got to do better against that pass, man. And on the flip side, we got to do a better job catching the football, too. So here are the Battlehawk leaders for week 2. Brandon Silvers, 186 yards, 1 TD, but 2 interceptions. Got to work on that. He also leads the league in it leads the team in rushing with 3 attempts for 16 yards. And Hakeem Butler, welcome back after taking last week off. 4 catches for 56 yards. So plenty of improvement to do. Dallas is now 2-0, and the Battlehawks 1-1. So here are the standings going into week 3. So Dallas and Orlando are undefeated at 2-0 apiece. Then you have 4 teams at 1-1. DC, Birmingham, St. Louis, and Houston. Then Louisville and Columbus are both 0-2. So let's get to week 3. We'll start with the Friday nighter. Orlando at Louisville. At Orlando? Oh, so Orlando's playing Louisville 2 weeks in a row. Yeah, you're going to see this this year that some teams are going to play each other 2 weeks in a row, and this is an example of that. So this is at Louisville, and they did a good job showing up that first game. In a smaller stadium than it. Can we expect more of the same, or does Louisville finally get a win here? We shall see, but just to be safe, I'm picking Orlando to win. Then Saturday afternoon, we have Houston at DC, so Defenders home opener, and they have Wale as their halftime entertainment, so another rap guy. So the Beer Snake, welcome back. And I do like DC to win this one. And then Sunday afternoon, we start with Columbus at Dallas. I'm picking the Renegades to win, go 3-0. They're just too good, man. They're just too good. 67 points fielded versus 32 allowed. They're legit, man. So, and I certainly don't see Columbus beating them. So I will, in fact, go with the Renegades. And then Sunday afternoon is Birmingham at St. Louis. Welcome home, AJ McCarron. I want us to get back on the winning track. So, Battlehawks in a close one. All right. Battlehawks in a close one, and that will do it for this rather late, rather abbreviated version of Official Fan Lounge. And we will see you next time. Good luck to all the teams this week.